I've made a video on Eugenia Cooney in the past and have had some pretty bad takes. She's just out here chasing the bag, man. As for people saying that she's like influencing children to look like this, I'm not sure if this has actually happened. I want to explain why my take was so shit, give you a better one, and then at the end I'll speed run other mistakes I've made on this channel that I want to correct for you. I don't want to delete videos that I put time and effort on, but I don't feel comfortable letting them just chill there knowing that there's false information. Here's a middle ground video of me correcting shit and letting you know it's obviously not on purpose. So let's start with the whole Eugenia thing. First off, she didn't decide to go to rehab, she got 5150'd. And after posting that video, I now understand why it's dangerous for her to have a platform. I've gotten a ton of comments on that video saying how there's a bunch of cases of little girls idolizing Eugenia, and unfortunately it caused a lot of them to fall into anorexia. There were even comments stating that these people themselves were little kids looking up to Eugenia. Like, her video comment sections are literally half of the people like hating her and the other half are children saying they want to look like her, which is obviously a terrible thing. In the video I say she's just chasing the bag. If she wants to herself on camera for the bag, she's grown, let her do what she wants. Even though this video was recorded less than a year ago, it's one of those things where you look back at it, see what you said, and say, wow, that's fucking cringe. It was a pretty gross thing to say. Like, sure, she's chasing the bag, but the problem is it's at the cost of these children, right? Like, these children looking up to her and like ruining not only her life but these kids' lives around her. Promoting anorexia is obviously a terrible thing, and I didn't think that's what she was doing. I thought she was just skinny and people were hating her for being skinny. I'm sure that there's a huge portion of people that are just like talking because she's skinny because of the way she looks, but I feel like for the most part it is people that know what she's doing and are understanding, okay, she's just, like I said, promoting anorexia, which is not good. I do still hope she gets help because this is really sad to see, especially her mother not doing anything about it and kind of using her as like a cash cow. Like, it feels like her mother's like, yeah, sure, she's skinny, sure, she might f***ing die, but she's paying the bills and then some. Let her do her thing. It's unfortunate, but I don't think I can envision her getting help herself. I think she does have to get 5150 to get. At first, I did have a negative opinion on her, and then I decided to rewrite it. I felt like I wasn't allowed to say anything bad about her, and don't get me wrong, no one had a gun to my head and said, Vizzy, rewrite this bad part. In fact, no one asked me to change it, but I decided to change it. The reason why I felt like I didn't want to write anything negative was because I was afraid to burn bridges. I have a few friends that are friends with her, or at least like acquaintances with her, and I was kind of like fresh into the YouTube career. I'm not new to like editing or uploading, but I am new to seeing these bigger numbers and getting a little bit of attention and having friends that do this for more than just a living. I just didn't want to make any of them upset or burn any bridges. But now that I am a little bit deeper into this career, I realized two things. Number one, just because person A and person B don't like each other or criticize each other or whatever, it doesn't mean that person C has to pick a side. Like, it's possible to be chill with both of them. Number two, if I do have the balls to talk about such a controversial thing, then I should stick to my guns. I shouldn't just like say what I think other people would want to hear just to sit at the cool kids table. Don't get me wrong, I do want to sit at that cool kids table, right? But I don't want to get there by being fake. Now, I don't want to make it seem like I'm blaming other people for me having a bad take, because at the end of the day, I'm the one that wrote that, right? Like, again, no one said anything. I wrote it myself. It came from my dome. I just think what happened was my overthinking and the fear of not being liked is what got the better of me. I just think me overthinking kind of made me extremely biased and forced me to think of ways to defend her. And to be honest, I should have done more research too. I kind of just like spit out. Like, looking back at it, I probably shouldn't have spoke about that topic at all because I didn't know my shit. I didn't know anything about eating disorders at the time. I'm not 100% knowledgeable right now, but I think I know enough information to know what's right and what's wrong. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't have done that. No one applied pressure to me. I just put it on myself and I spoke about shit I didn't know anything about. Now I'm going to speed run a list of things I got wrong in previous videos, and I'm going to correct them real quick. In my genres that shouldn't exist video. Number 1 is backpedal is not a real genre. The YouTube channel Pagefire made a joke video on April Fools that I didn't watch to the end about the whole like reverse black metal thing, and I fell for the bait. But I do stand by what I said. Reverse black metal is spooky as shit. And 2, ska came before reggae. In my video talking about the history of emo. Number 1, it's pronounced Page 99, not PG 99. Number 2, it's Ian and Guy, not Ian and Guy. And number 3, the most important up is, for some reason I thought Ian and Guy started Embrace together, but that was actually Guy's project and Ian had nothing to do with it. I have no idea how I that up. I could have sworn I read it somewhere, but maybe I confused it with Fugazi because that project they did start together. In my every genre of metal video, I mispronounced so many bands I said wrong. Listen dude, I dropped out of high school. Smite me, I can't read. And the hated YouTubers video, same video with Eugenia in it. Ayala did not date Onision. It was her friend Billy Dawn Webb. The Marilyn Manson video. The sexual assault lawsuit involving Ashley Morgan has been dismissed. I don't know if I believe that he's 100% innocent with like all the allegations towards him, and I still think the meet and greet chapter of his book was disgusting, but he did beat that sexual assault case, so there's something. There you go. Keep in mind, I'm a one-man team. I can't promise that all my videos are going to be 100% accurate, and I can't promise that I'll have the best takes in the world, but I can promise that I'll put 100% of my efforts and try my best to get everything accurate. And lastly, on the whole Eugenia thing, I really didn't mean to downplay the entire situation. I just didn't do enough research, and I didn't know enough about eating disorders to understand how eating disorders actually worked. So I do apologize for that, and moving forward, I'll just try not to let it happen again. Doing this video is important for me because it feels like a lot of weight is off my shoulders. It feels like I'm starting off on like a clean slate, and it felt really shitty ignoring like the ignorance I had in those previous videos. Now click right here because I want you to know about the world of music videos.